What is up, y'all? Welcome back. Welcome back. All right, so tonight, unless you've been living under a rock for the last couple days, you saw Kendrick Lamar walk away with 5 Grammys the other night, which is crazy work. Never been done in the history of rap for a diss song. A diss song. Crazy, crazy. So congrats to Kendrick Lamar. You've made history, my friend. You've made history. But at the same time, it just got me thinking because as I'm watching the Grammys and I'm looking at Taylor Swift and Dr. Dre and Beyonce, all dancing to a song that's like calling someone that is in their industry and is commonly known and is like a titan in the industry, calling him a PDF file, and they're just dancing to it as he's walking up collecting awards. That is crazy work, ladies and gentlemen. You have no idea. That is nuts. That is nuts. But it made me think about a couple things. And it made me realize there are some tough life lessons to be learned from what we're seeing in front of us, ladies and gentlemen. Drake is a titan. Drake is a household name. He's like Wonder Bread. It's unfathomable how many households his music has made it into across the planet. So, believe me when I say he is a pop star. And then you have an underdog like Kendrick, who is not really an underdog. He's a legend, but at the same time, he's still an underdog. And he comes and he makes this record, which is a great record. But at the same time, it was kind of overhyped, but it was a great record. Don't get me wrong. Great video and everything. But you have this titan that gets just slammed by this underdog, and people love it. People love it. And just in my mind, what I'm thinking when I see all these rich people who may have once been friends with him just, dancing to his demise, I'm thinking people love to see titans fall. People love to see the monoliths that once shadowed them tumble. It excites them to do that. This is like basic human psychology stuff. If you think about to the Roman periods and the Colosseum where gladiators battled each other, there was always one gladiator who came out victorious and moved on to next fights. And the crowd would grow louder and louder because they wanted to eventually one day watch this titan crumble. They wanted to eventually one day see him perish in the ring. Like, this is no different. This is just, a little bit more political. Oh, and by the way, filing a lawsuit against your record label and Spotify is crazy, bro. I know he canceled that lawsuit, but those were real listens, bro. Like, I just got to tell you, people were really listening to that song that much. Children were listening to that song on the school bus, bro. Like, people from Pakistan was listening to that song. So there's nothing you can do about that. But I'm glad he canceled that lawsuit. That was crazy. The fact of the matter is, no matter how big you are, as a matter of fact, the bigger you get, the more people cannot wait to see you crumble. And this is basic human psychology. It makes you more relatable when you lose. It makes you more relatable when you lose. It makes you more of a commoner. It makes you more on the same level when you lose. People love to see that. And this is down to just basic people too. Think about it. Look at videos talking about the downfall of XYZ versus videos titled Why I Love XYZ. Which one do you think is going to get more attention? Which one do you think is going to garner more attention? People love to see this. People root for the underdogs often. People root for the wolf climbing the hill often. This is more than just a good record. This was a statement to human nature, to be honest with you. This was a statement to human nature because, if you've been living in the same world I've been living in for the last 20 years, this man has given us timeless hits. Drake's given us some crazy music to listen to, like for our kids to listen to. Jesus Christ. Like, this man has hit after hit. Kendrick got some hits too, but nowhere near what Drake is giving us. I grew up in Atlanta, so You know, when I hear people riding down the street and their music is bumping, you don't really hear Kendrick. You know, you don't really hear West Coast over here. Period. You're really gonna hear East Coast or some collaboration. And Drake collaborates with East Coast rappers very often, so you hear a lot of that down here too, especially in the clubs. You know, you may go a whole night without hearing one Kendrick record in the club, but you're probably not gonna go a whole night without hearing a Drake record. You're probably gonna hear about 10 Drake records that night. It's very interesting. And this is different from like Diddy and, because I mean, they got caught doing crimes, right? That's why everybody turned on them. They got caught actually being criminals doing crazy stuff. But Drake just had a crazy record made after him, and everyone just like, this is nuts. And people love to see it. It's satisfying to watch for most, even if they don't like Kendrick. You know, it's satisfying for most to watch this. And this is why I say, fellas, no matter how hard you climb, no matter how big you get, take heed in knowing people are praying for your downfall. They will be entertained by it. They will be sitting there eating their popcorn, their crunch and munch, while you tumble down the mountain, okay? And you busting your head on rocks. I promise you. So what I want people to do is recognize that when you win, you're automatically going to make enemies. And realize that half of those enemies don't want you to even know they're enemies. They may even come off as fans. This man was untouchable for like a decade, guys. I mean, untouchable. You seen what happened to Meek Mill when he tried him. Meek Mill got destroyed. But never as bad as this. I think this is one of the worst. And guys, the Super Bowl hasn't even happened yet. Kendrick is going to perform at the Super Bowl. This is going to be tragic. I really feel sorry for this man. Like, I really feel like, all the money in the world cannot take back that much embarrassment. All the money in the world cannot take back that much embarrassment. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. But you got to realize, like I said, that success, that's going to come with a bandwagon of people who cannot wait to see you tumble, my friend. They cannot wait to see you tumble. And 5 Grammys for a diss track is, I mean, of course, that's a new record. That's world history, guys. I mean, that's gonna be in history books. All right. So take note in what I'm saying. This is not just rap beef. This is human nature. I want you to look at this a little bit deeper than just the rap beef. This is human nature right here, one-on-one. Very interesting stuff. But all right, I'm going to end the video right here. If you like what you see, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.